Salakia Akim, the camera cut out. But yeah, like I was saying, man, these people don't want to hear the truth. That it actually, a real quick story. My grandpa, when he was young, he was a real good soccer player, football player, and everybody liked how he played, man. Whenever in Mexico, when they would have Coca-Cola and Pepsi, sometimes they would have a friendly competition, soccer players, they would always call up my grandpa. They would call up my grandpa so he can go and participate, man, because they liked how he played. He was good, and then he was contacted by about two different professional soccer teams. It might have been three, but I believe it was two different soccer teams contacted my grandpa, and they told him, hey, you want to make some money? They wanted to hire him as a professional soccer player. And my grandpa turned it down. Soccer was his life, man. Soccer was his life, but he turned it down. Why? Because of the responsibilities it came with. And some of those responsibilities that it comes with is giving up drinking and giving up smoking. And he couldn't even do that, But that's how our people are. Our people don't understand what this truth is saying, man. And when we tell you what the truth is saying, you don't want to hear it. Why? Because you know that with great power comes great responsibility. So responsibilities fall upon you. And what are those responsibilities? To follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Go out to the highways and the hedges, present your body as a living sacrifice in front of all these elements, man. They don't want to do that. They want to be secure. They want to be safe. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants. So all the covenants, the old covenant, the new covenant, is pertaining to Israel, the lost sheep, and the giving of the law, and the services of God, and the promises. So what is that promise, man? That he's going to come back. That he's going to come back and he's going to pick up his elect and he's going to take them before this place burns. And there's going to be no light when this place is burning up, man. There's going to be no light within. And these heathen, they're going to be destroyed, man. They think that they're saved. These Edomites think that they're saved and they're going to be destroyed as well. And the services of God and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh of Mashiach came, who is over all, God blessed forever. So Yahweh Shai is blessed forever, man. Forever. And the people that follow after Yahweh Shai, the people that follow after Yahweh, the people that fear Yahweh, those are the ones that are going to be saved, man. Those are the ones that are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And our people are so rebellious, man, that if you go against, they'll fight for their religion, but they won't fight for the Most High, man. Because it's not given to them, and that they're jealous, they're envious, that they don't know, but they don't want to show it, so they just hate on you because like one of the brothers said a while back. First they hate you, like Salakia. First they ignore you, and then they laugh at you. They scoff, they mock, Whenever I come out here with the brother, we'll see people pass by and they'll be laughing, pointing fingers, And when I come out here by myself too, I'll see people walking by, they call the cops, They see me as a crazy man. They see me as a crazy man, being out here in the highways and the hedges, which really it is crazy. You have to be pretty crazy to go out to the highways and the hedges, believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, believe that he's going to deliver you, and that's what those people don't want, man. They don't want to believe. And that's what's eventually going to lead to their destruction, because they don't want to believe in this truth. You know? But like the brothers were saying, you always got to keep it, man, you always got to keep it going, man. You know? You always got to keep going and growing. And by growing, I mean being in this truth, continuing in this truth, you know, and doing what you're supposed to do. Go after the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That's exactly what's given to you to do, you know? Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Salakia Akim. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. You know? So to everything there is a time and a place, man. You know, you can't just, man, it's all about balance with the Most High. You know, that's what he requires. He requires that balance, man. You have to keep that balance, you know? Is the servant greater than his master? Of course not, man. We're not greater than Yahweh. And Yahweh's ways are always perfect. So why are we trying to be, in a sense, better, man? We have to keep out of balance, you know? And by seeking that balance is by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments that Yahweh asks of you, you know? You're gonna mess up. I mean, it's human, but a righteous man falleth 7 times, you know, and he rises up again. And that's quoted throughout the whole scriptures, man. So Yahweh, he has mercy towards his people, man. If you seek him and you know you fucked up or you messed up, if you seek him, he's gonna help you, man. He's gonna be there for you. That's love, man. You know, like in Ezekiel, he says, if your woman was to be put away and she goes with another man, roughly paraphrasing, and she comes back to you later on, are you going to accept her? A lot of you people aren't going to do that, man. You're going to look at her like, man, this woman she slept with that dude and that dude over there while we broke up. Sometimes it could be within those 2 days you guys were taking a break or whatever. She went off whoring with other people. But the Lord is saying, I'm telling Israel, come back to me. She went a whoring after other gods and I'm still here. And that's what Yahweh it was telling people through Ezekiel, man. You know? He decked her out. He made her beautiful. He made her full of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's why our people would build, and they would build according to the stars, man. That's why our people had so much knowledge about outer space, man. Because it was given to them by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And historians and scientists, they can't understand how it's possible for them to know so much. But they know. They do know, man. They're just hiding the truth. They're hiding the truth, and they'll leave little words around there, and people won't pick up on them, man. Like when I was watching that documentary about the Aztecs, they said that they believed they were themselves to be anointed, much like the Israelites from the Bible. You know, and if you go into the Paleo Hebrew and the Hebrew, searching out through the words, you come to realize Azteca, which is what the conquistadors called the Mexica, Azteca, which Az meaning time, Teca meaning the people of. So the people of time is what they call the Aztecs, which now we know as Issacharites. You know, and Issachar was given the blessing to tell time through the stars and the sun and the moon, man. That was one of their blessings that they received. You know, wisdom, understanding, and knowledge on the stars, man. To tell times. That's what the scriptures say. So if they knew who we were and they hid it, and now we know who we are and we're trying to bring it out, and you people don't want to understand or hear it, you guys are doomed, man. You guys are lost. A time to be born and a time to die. You know? A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. There's a time for everything, man. You know? So you gotta be making time for other things, man. There's times for you to feel bad. You know, and there's time to build up. There's times that brothers will build you up when you're feeling down. You know, just like the body. There's times where it's full because it ate, and there's times where it's not full because it hasn't eaten. You know, same thing with the spirit. If your spirit is empty, man, you need to pick up the scriptures. If Yahweh allows it. You know? But also you don't want to overeat. Talking about the spirit, you don't want to overeat, man, because like a babe, it's gonna regurgitate, man. It's gonna throw it up. You know, and that's another thing that I'm very fearful of. You know, I love learning, but also here in this materialistic world, in this carnal world, I can learn as much as this world has to offer, man. And I won't get full. I won't regurgitate. You know. But in the spirit, man, it comes in the cost, man. It comes with a cost. You know, not saying that I don't want to learn more, which I do. You know, I'll sit and I'll read through, but I don't want to overdo it, man. Don't try to be over righteous, man. Find your balance. You know, let the spirit work its perfect work, man. Patience. A time to cast away, a time to weep, and a time to laugh. You know, you're gonna have times that you're gonna be weeping, and you're gonna have times when you're gonna be laughing, man. A time to mourn and a time to dance. So you gotta make time for everything, man. You know, the wicked see everything as evil. They see everything as evil, man. But when I came into this truth and I found out the truth, I feel liberated, man. I feel like everything just washed right off. You know? I felt all that power, man. It made it that much more easy when I learned the truth to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Against somebody that thinks that everything is evil, If they follow after the laws, they're gonna be wobbly, man. And eventually they'll fall out. You know, if they're too attached to this world, to what this world has taught them, they're gonna fall out. If they're too attached to Jesus Christ and they're too attached to this white image, they're gonna fall out, man. Because that white image is gonna be destroyed. You know? A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rent and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. You know? So when you're not supposed to speak, even with the scriptures, man, the scriptures love, you know, the scriptures cut people, man. They cut them real easy. If you see a lesbian passing by and you tell her, hey, you're going off, you're gonna be destroyed by the Most High real quick. Hates it. If you see Jake walking by with Edom, hey, Edom's gonna be done away with, man. You gotta turn to your power. He's gonna look at you like, what? Man, this is my best friend. They'll turn down the Most High. Those are the 2/3, man, going after Master Esau, you know? Especially at work. At work, you can't just be, you know, speaking like one of the brothers brought out from Chicago. If you are going to speak about this at work, really it's what's that word? It's advised for you not to do it. But if you are, first speak of this world, man. Speak of worldly things first. If they can't receive that, then they're gonna not receive things from heaven, man. Like in the scriptures. If I tell you things of this world and you believe not, how are you gonna believe things of my Father, of heaven? You know? A time to love and a time to hate. You know, we tried that love doctrine. We tried it to make it a permanent thing. We tried it, man. 2.2 billion Christians. We tried it. Definitely tried it. Look how bad it failed. You see killings out there in the streets. You see police shooting up innocent bystanders sometimes. Interrogating people. Things that they're not supposed to be doing. Taking that authority and overusing it. You know? The judges, your judges are wicked as hell, man. You can pay off your judges. You know? Give that person a couple thousand and tell them, hey, make me not look so bad, man. Help me out. More than likely, he's gonna help you out. Those judges are bought off, man. Those are cheap. They're not real. Those laws that you keep here in America, you know, you break them, but you still try to establish them, man. That's hypocrisy, man. You guys are just like the Pharisees, man. You say don't kill, and you come out here and you start killing people. You know, they say don't steal, and you come out here and you steal the land from our people. You guys are wicked, man. This place is wicked. Tried that love doctrine, man, but that love doctrine was only to cover up your hate doctrine that you really have, man. And a time to hate, and the people are waking up, man, and they're starting to realize who you really are, Esau. So now we hate the position that we're in, and we're doing something about it, man. We're going out to the highways and the hedges, presenting our bodies for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and we're preaching this word up into the heavens, man. Hopefully it gets to Yahweh, to Yahweh Yahushai. And when he hearkens to it, that's when his son is going to come back. And when he comes back, man, it's over for all y'all, man. You know? So from there, let me jump down to verse 13. And also, that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. It is the gift of God. And that's true. You're supposed to, you can enjoy and eat things of your labor, man. Like I was mentioning earlier, that man that labored for me, so I repaid him, man. I'm not just gonna take something like that for free, especially not if that man was hurting, you know? We gotta help each other out, man. Israel, we gotta help Israel out, man. But we have to be at peace with all people. But patience, because there's a time for everything, you know? Even though we come out here peacefully protesting and peacefully speaking up to Yahweh so he can do something about our affliction, he's going to change us up like that, man. He's going to make us men of war, you know? And then we're going to come hunting for you scoffers, man, for you Edomites, you know? And the time for war, which now is the time for war, and we see it, we hear rumors of war, and we see wars. They're going on currently, you know. They might not talk about it big because they're the ones that are starting it. But there is war, man. And right now we're out here prophesying your downfall. The downfall of Babylon the Great, man. And the time for peace, and that time for peace is when Esau is finally done, man. And when Jacob comes into power, which Jacob means heel holder, you know. Jacob also means to overthrow. And we're going to overthrow Esau's kingdom, man. Now let me jump down to verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be. So speaking about past tense, and then speaking about future tense. That which has been is now. So currently, right now, what happened in the past is happening again. Have you ever heard that saying, history repeats itself? That which hath been is now. So it's happening again. And that which is to be, so that which is going to happen, hath already been. So it's already happened, man. You know? Jacob has already won. We already won. And now Jacob is going to do it again, man. And God requireth that which is past, man. So what your forefathers did, that iniquity, when you came over here and you started raping men, started raping children, started raping women, you know, whenever you took our land, put us into captivity, he that leadeth into captivity shall be taken into captivity, man. You know, you're going to be put in captivity. You know? So that story about Jacob of Esau, actually, you know what, let me bring it out real quick. Genesis 27. Genesis 27 and Genesis 27 verse 32. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? Speaking to Esau. And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, who? You know, because Isaac couldn't see anymore. You know, and he gave that blessing to Jacob, whose name was later changed into Israel, man. So Isaac wanted to do a certain thing, but the Most High had already set it up a certain way, man. You know? So even if you want to go and do something else, man, the Most High already has you set up to do something, you know? Even if it's against what you want. And obviously Isaac wanted to give it to Esau because he saw him, and man, he was out there and he was hunting. And he was a good hunter. He was a strong man. Tilling the fields, you know. And he didn't really see too much in Jacob. But the Most High already had it set up where Jacob was going to be greater than Esau. Where is he that hath taken vengeance and brought it me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yeah, and he shall be blessed. So he already knew. He trembled because it happened, but he knew that because he blessed Salaki, because he blessed Jacob instead of Esau, Jacob is going to be blessed, man. Jacob is blessed. And then Esau heard the words of his father. He cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father. You know, he was upset. He was upset that he wasn't getting it, man. But you know, through the Spirit, that man was already off, man. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing. You know, so that blessing belongs to Jacob. Through the Spirit, it was already Jacob's, man. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? Because Jacob was holding on to the heel of Esau, so his name means heel holder, or it could be overthrower, you know, to overthrow. So he was already overthrowing Esau in that time, man. He received everything, you know. So Esau was like, his name is rightfully suits him, man. You know? So that name, Jacob, is to overthrow. Israel will overthrow Esau, man. For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. And supplanted is to overthrow. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? You know, so now he's questioning if he's even going to be blessed, man. He wants to be blessed real bad, you know. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord. So who is the Lord of Esau? You know, that's going to be us, Jake's Israelites, whenever Esau is taken into his captivity, man, for the unrighteousness that he did. And all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? You know, so Esau is not going to be saved by the Most High. Not everybody is saved by the Most High, man. He has his elect of people that he has chosen, which means elect, to save. You know, not everybody's going to be saved. For he hath supplanted me these 2 times, Salakia. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given unto him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him, and what shall I do unto thee, my son? So what's going to be given unto Esau? As Esau said unto his father, hast thou one blessing, my father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. So it goes to show how much of a little bitch this nigga is, man. He ain't about the truth. You know, he's all about his own wickedness, man. He wants to be up there. That's why he wanted that blessing, man. Because he wants everything, man. It's not because he wants to be closer to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be. Shall be. So it will happen, man. The fatness of the earth. What is the fatness of the earth, man? This whole entire land, man. The whole land is going to belong to Esau. He's going to be in rulership. And the dew of the heaven from above. So everything that belongs to Esau is what we see currently. It's all belonging to Esau, man. That's why everything is given unto the devil, man. Because he is that devil. And when Yahweh Shah was speaking and said, you are your father, the devil, he wasn't speaking of a man with horns. He's speaking about you, Esau, and you 2/3 wanting to go back to daddy. Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of the heavens from above, and by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. You know? So by the sword shall you live. And that's how you have been living, Esau. And you never served your brother. You know? For a long period of time, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we were in power, man. Those are those dark ages, you know? When that Renaissance came in the 1300s, that's when Esau started climbing back up, man. Coming back up into power. You know? And when he was taken into power, now that's what we see nowadays, man. Nowadays, this world is given into the hand of the wicked, which is you Edomites. You know? And now he's going to go into captivity, man. He's going to serve us, for sure. Because whatever he did to us, we do unto him double according to the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Whatever he wants us to do, that's exactly what's going to happen, man. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. You know, and that's the yoke of Jacob, man. He broke that yoke off our neck, man. Not just that, but he also put us into chains, man. He put us in chains, in captivity, in slavery. You know? And for you people that think you're Christians, man, you guys don't understand a damn thing. You think you're a Christian? What's the name of the Father? Yeah, you don't know, man. What's the name of the Son? You guys don't know, man. So how are you going to be saved? You know, as scriptures say that you're going to be saved by calling on the name of the Father and the Son. If you don't know the names, how are you going to be saved? Damn scoffers, man. And Esau hated Jacob. You know, and that still goes on today. Scriptures state that they don't want to say it, but they don't forsake that saying, man. They keep it under their tongue for when they really need it. You know? Just like in those movies where those soldiers, they keep that knife under their pillow. Just in case something happens, they pull that knife out, you know? That's exactly what these Edomites are like, man. They keep those words under their tongue. So when you insult them, they'll come over here and say, "Spigs, wetbag, a nigga." You know? They don't forsake those words, man. Because of the blessing. That's why Esau hates us, because he knows that we're blessed, man. Wherewith his father blessed him, and Esau said in his heart, "The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob." You know, so when my father's not looking, that's when I'm going to take that dude's ass, man. That's what Esau wanted. Like I said, he was holding what he meant under his tongue, man. That's a perfect example of Esau right there, man. Holds what he means under his tongue. He doesn't want to show it, right? Because he doesn't want to be pointed out. But when that time comes, he's going to betray all of y'all jakes, man. Even the ones that take that chip. That mark of the beast, that chip implantment in your arm or in your forehead, man. And after you take that chip, he's going to do exactly what he promised that he wasn't going to do to you, man. He's still going to slay your ass. He's still going to take your family. He's still going to kill them off too, you know? And that's what you guys are going to deserve, man. We're trusting after this devil instead of trusting after Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You know? And that's it on that, man. Whatever happened in the past is going to happen again, you know? And continuing off of that, you know, brothers always bring this one out. In the book of Ezra, you know, in the Apocrypha, and Apocrypha is the hidden, it's hidden knowledge, man. That's what this Apocrypha is, man. It's hidden knowledge. Why was it done away with? Because if you go to Genesis, where I was just at, reading about Esau, you get to see what happens, and then you know that what was done in the past is going to happen in the future. So if this comes to pass right here, that in 2nd Ezra, they don't want you to know who so-called Esau is, man. They don't want you to wake up, so they'll hide everything they have to hide, you know. Just like the Egyptians. The Egyptians, they posted up everything that was good about them, but they did never put up what happened to them, or what was bad, or their defeats. All they posted was just a bunch of glorious moments that they had, you know. Just like women on Instagram or on Facebook or on social media or whatever you want to call it, they're not going to post ugly pictures about themselves. They want you to look at them like, man, she's beautiful. That's what Esau wants you to do. Esau wants you to look at America, wants you to look at his ways and say that he's beautiful, man. His ways are beautiful. He knows what he's doing. That's a businessman. He knows what he's doing. He's righteous. That's what he wants you to think, man. That's why he puts away, he casts away all the truth so that his secrets don't come out. But guess what? Esau is being found naked, ashamed, man, for all those truths that are coming out. You raped men and women and children. That's disgusting, man. You know, women that were already taken, and you wanted to justify it through the scriptures, but really all you could pull out was the New Testament, where you have to be obedient to your masters. And the New Testament, like the Old Testament and the New Testament, where you have to be obedient to your masters. You know, and it states if you whip him more than 40 times, then he has a grudge against you, man. It's not about you not listening. It's about being having a grudge against that person, man. And if the slave runs away, you cannot return him to his master. That's another thing that was stated in the Old Testament, man. But Esau, they didn't want to listen to any of that. They wanted to base it off of one scripture and say this is what it is. But you have no wisdom, knowledge, or understanding of the scriptures of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6. And I'll start it off at verse 6. Then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, and though none and through none other. And that's Yahweh Shai, man. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. So those scientists that want to say that a comet will hit the earth, and that comet is gonna make the earth explode, the earth abideth forever, man. And not just that, but if it's not Yahweh Shai, then it's not going to be ended. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? What are the times? The end of times, man. What are going to be the signs of the end of times? Or when shall be the end of the first? Who is the first? Esau. At the beginning of it that followeth, Jacob. Verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hands held first the heel of Esau, right? And that's what we just read, that Esau is going to overthrow, or Esau is going to be overthrown by Jacob. For Esau is the end of the world, which we know that we're in, seeing that the Israelites are not empowered, but the Edomites are in power. You know, this is your heaven, so live it up while you can, man. Because when time comes, when judgment comes, you're going to be destroyed, man. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So that kingdom is going to belong to Jacob. It's going to be a bunch of us Jakes there, man. Ruling. The ones that were doing the sincere work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, willingly going out to the highways and the hedges and doing this truth, man. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You know? So that beginning is near, man. The beginning is near. You know, Yahweh Shai is about to come back. And when he comes back, are you going to be found naked or are you going to be found clothed? And by that, I mean, are you going to be found worshiping other gods, going after different idol worship, different doctrines? Or are you going to be following after Yahweh Shai and what he wants you to do? You know? So from there, let me go to Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused. You know, for those scoffers that like to pass by, look and laugh, point fingers. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So I'm out here talking to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And that's what these brothers do out there on the highways and the hedges, speaking out to our people, prophesying the downfall, and to turn, man, to turn their ways and turn to righteousness. Turn to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. So you guys don't want to hear this truth, man. The truth that the elders speak of, the truth that the brothers speak of at Great Millstone. You guys don't want to hear it, man. It hurts you, it pains you to hear it. I also will laugh at your calamity. Man, Most High is going to laugh at you, man. We're going to laugh at you. Whenever things come to pass, we're going to be looking down, laughing at y'all, man. Because y'all didn't listen. You know? Even here in this earth, man, if you do something and someone laughs at you, oh man, it pisses you off, man. It makes you want to punch somebody, right? Right? How's it going to make you feel whenever your place is burning up? You're running to and fro the streets, up and down the streets, and you're looking up and you see Yahweh Shai up there, and we're all laughing at you, man. You're gonna be pissed, man. You're gonna be hurt, failing, knowing that the creator of everything rejected you, man. That's gonna hurt, man. I promise you, right now the words may not hurt you, but when that time comes and the Most High rejects you, knowing that He created everything and you are that creation that He's rejecting, man, that's gonna cut you to the heart. I will mock when your fear cometh. And that fear is when Yahweh comes back, man. Yahweh Shai comes back, that fear is going to fall upon you, man. You're going to be travailing like a woman. You're going to be like a bitch. You're going to be on the floor crying, holding your stomach like you're about to give birth, man. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind by the chariots, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me. Then you guys are going to be like, oh, hey, those prophets, man. The ones that were out there in the highways and the byways, the ones that were out there in the highways and the hedges, the ones that were on there on YouTube, Vocab Malone. You guys are going to remember exactly who we are, man. And when you guys do, the Most High is still going to reject your ass, man. He's like, yeah, you're saying my name, but get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't nobody. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, man. You ain't gonna find Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, before He completely destroys this place. Because you rejected him, man. Or that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear Yahweh. So because you don't fear Yahweh, you think you're out here doing whatever you gotta do, man. You're gonna come to a hard realization when he comes back. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. So you're gonna be given into your own devices, your own wickedness, man. And be filled with your own devices. Con. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of the fools shall destroy them. Man, your own devices are gonna destroy you, man. And that's what one of the brothers was bringing out, and it was beautiful, man. You know, those own missiles are gonna come back and bite you in the fucking ass, man. Your little weapons that you got, or your little plans that you set out, thinking that you could take over the Most High, man, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass, man. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of the fool shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me, which is Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai, shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. We're not going to be afraid, man. You know? We're not going to be afraid, man. Because you guys chose to worship after the creature more than the creator. You know? Like earlier, my woman, she was saying she was so thankful for that man to helping me out. And she kept on saying it over and over and over and over. So finally I got pissed off and I quoted that. I told her she chose to worship the creature more than the creator, man. Why is that? I have faith that Yahweh Shai was going to take care of me. I have faith that Yahweh was taking care of me, man. You know? And that's not to boast. That's not to say that I'm blessed. But that's sincere, man. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai is taking care of his people, man. You know? And since he's taking care of his people, we have faith, man. You have to have faith. At the end of the day, that's the thing that you have to have, man. You have to have faith in order to believe in this truth. If you don't have faith, then you're going to get kicked the fuck out. But whoso hearkeneth unto me. So the brothers at Great Millstone are hearkening unto Yahweh, right? Because we have the names. We keep the laws, the statutes, the commandments. And we go out to the highways and the hedges. We preach. We tell the truth. We try to stay in peace with all men as best and as Jake possible, as humanly possible. You know? And we fear the Most High, man. If you don't fear the Most High, you're not going to want anything to do with the Most High, man. If you're not part of His elect, you're not even going to fear the Most High, man. You know? So from there, let me go to Proverbs chapter 2, verse 24. When thou layest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yeah, thou shalt lay down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. No, that's Proverbs 3, Salakia. Proverbs 3 and 24. But that's beautiful, man. Let me read that again. That's Proverbs chapter 3, verse 24. When thou layest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yeah, thou shalt lay down, and thy sleep shall be sweet, man. Because we know. When we sleep, we know, man. We're not afraid of those little monsters at night, man. We know Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai got us. You know? I mean, granted, sometimes you just don't want them to be there. Because they'll bug you. And they won't let you go to sleep. Knowing that you have something important to do tomorrow. Like last night, I couldn't sleep. You know, because I felt them right there. I rebuked them. You know? And just so they wouldn't appear, I turned on the light in the closet and I left the door open. I mean, there wasn't light in there. You know, that light in the closet is trash, man. So it was real, what's that word? Real light. It was dim, you know. But that was just so they would go away, man. But in any other day, if I just If I'm about to go to sleep, man, I'll leave the lights off. I don't even give a damn, you know. Let them come if they must. But I have power through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I have faith in Yahweh Shai that He's going to take care of me, man. You know, so let me read that again. When thou layest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yeah, thou shalt lay down and thy sleep shall be sweet. And I slept like a baby, man. I woke up today in time, and I left my house in time to go meet up with the brother. Of course, due to some unfortunate events, you know, I couldn't go. But he was still taking care of me, man. Still taking care of me. So let me go to Proverbs chapter 2, verse 24. It's like Proverbs 2, verse 1. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee. So we still have to do the commandments, man. They're not done away with, you know? So that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and apply thy heart unto understanding. So we're supposed to incline into this book, man. Yeah, if thou criest after knowledge and lifted up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver, if you seek her like you want that money, if you seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding like you're seeking after the riches of this world, man, you're gonna gain it. You know? And people, Jake especially, man, Jake go hard, man. Whenever he's trying to get that money, he goes hard, man. You know, like your parents would say growing up, if you apply that much time to learning in school, like you do playing with those toys or playing with video games, you will learn a lot. Same thing applies with the scriptures, man. The scriptures are the ones that said that. If you apply yourself like you apply yourself to getting that silver, you're gonna grow. If thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of Yahweh. And we understand it, man, and find the knowledge of our power. And we understand it, man. We understand the fear of Yahweh. It's a fearful thing to fall in his bad side, basically. You know, like people say, you don't want to see the bad side of him. You know, don't test Yahweh, man. Don't test him. You know, and all you guys are testing him right now, man. All you guys are testing him. You know, you guys are saying, well, if the apostles and the elders, they all went after Yahweh Shai and Yahweh, and they went through some bad times, and we're not going through some bad times following after the heathen, thinking that you're going to strive, man, but you're going to get destroyed out here, man. You guys are all following after the heathen, man. You guys don't really understand the scriptures. Worshiping Easter. You know who Easter is? She's a pagan goddess, man, for fertility. What does the egg represent? Fertility. Jeremiah chapter 10 speaks about Christmas. So are you going to be putting up a tree when Jeremiah himself said not to put up a tree? Man, that's vain. Vanity. You know, walking up and down the streets, mocking and scoffing. But when the time comes, you guys are going to remember. And that's going to be a painful time for you, man. You know? So let me get Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Chapter 12. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. You know, so closing up all the prophecies, closing up everything that this book speaks about, man. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God. Fear Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Fear Him. If you don't have that fear for the Most High, then you're not going to give a damn about anything else, man. Simple as that. You know? And keep His commandments. What are, you know, this whole book is full of commandments, man. Telling you to go out to the highways and the hedges. Telling you to not eat pork. Don't shave. Don't cut the corners. You know? Don't get edged up. You know? Be righteous. Follow after righteousness. Follow after Yahweh Shai. Accept His blood. That is the whole duty of man, man. But you guys don't want it. You guys are still out there searching, man. What is my destiny? You know? He put everybody on earth for a reason. Why did He put me on earth? You guys are out there trying to search and find. It tells you right here in the scriptures, man. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai, and keep His commandments, man. For this is the whole duty of man. Man, you guys want to know what you're supposed to be doing? Fear Yahweh, fear Yahweh Shai, keep His commandments. Simple. Simple, man. And since we're talking about, you know what? Since we're talking about keeping the commandments for Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, I'm going to go into what I spoke about earlier. First Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, which gospel means good news, I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me. So the necessity is laid upon me, now that I know the truth. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. If I would have used today as an excuse to not preach out this beautiful word, the beautiful words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, if I would have used today as an excuse, oh, my car broke down, you know, I can't go to San Angelo with the brother, you know, I can't go out today, I'm just going to go home and watch some TV. Woe is unto me, man. There's responsibility, like I said earlier. With great power comes great responsibility. This word is power. Knowing is power, man. You know? So, with this knowledge, I have a necessity now. Now that I know this much, I have to go out. And woe is unto me. Woe meaning destruction. Destruction unto me if I'd rather not go out, man. You know, and I literally will be damned the day that happens, man. You know, Adawan Ratazah, that never happens. You know, hopefully I'm part of the elect, like the brothers, you know. But that is the payment you receive for dropping out. That is the payment that you receive for not wanting to go out, man. Woe is unto you. Woe is unto me. Woe is unto us if we decide to not go out and preach the gospel. We have to go out there no matter what, man. No matter what. Even if it rains, we don't take any seasons off, man. If it's raining outside, we're not going to be like, well, let's just wait till tomorrow, you know. It's been windy out here. I haven't been out here when it rained, you know. But you have the responsibility of preaching this gospel, which means good news, out here to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. If not, destruction is coming unto you, man. Let me read that again. For though I preach the gospel, the good news, I have nothing to glory of. This is all glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. For necessity is laid upon me for knowing this truth. Yeah, woe is unto me, destruction unto me, if I preach not the gospel, if I don't preach this good news out to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Destruction is going to come unto me. Because we're going to be like that man that had one talent. And instead of flipping that money for the business of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we decided to bury it. We decided to hide it. Not tell anybody about it. You know? You're wicked if you do that, man. For if I do this thing willingly, you know, and it was beautiful because today when I got home, I was like, you know what? I can't go out with the ox today, so I'm going to go out anyways, man. I'm going to go out anyways to the highways and the hedges, man. You know? And this scripture actually popped out today. You know, it didn't come to my remembrance, but as I was reading through the scriptures today, it flipped, man. The wind or the fan made this flip. And as I was flipping through, I came upon this, man. And as I was searching thing on my phone, it showed up. You know, and I flipped it on this one and it came upon it. And I read it and I was like, man, woe is unto me if I don't go out there, man. I better go out there, man. I fear this, man. Because this is the truth. I know that if I don't go out and I read it, I'm like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. I know Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai is gonna, man, he's gonna whoop my ass, man. You know? Of course he has his mercies, but also he is all righteousness, man. And all his ways are judgment. You know? There might be a time where he looks and he's like, all right, that's it. You know what? You're out. Get out of here. And that's it, man. Simple as that. You know, he has mercy on whom he will have mercy. If he has somebody else that it took him 5 times before they fell out and it took another person 1 time, he will have mercy on whom he will have mercy. You know? So if he does not have mercy on Edomites, and you guys want to proclaim and start talking shit, he's going to have mercy on whoever the fuck he wants to have mercy on, man. Slakia. He will have mercy on who he will have mercy. Yahweh, if Yahweh wants to destroy you, he's gonna fucking destroy you, man. You know? But with that, Akim, I want to say shalom. You know, shalom to the 12 tribes of Israel, to the elect, the 12,000 out of each tribe, the 144,000 men striving for this truth. You know, preaching this word. And I want to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Kal Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth to rule well, man. Shalom.